Nvidia warns the great GPU shortage will continue throughout 2021. Are you paying these insane prices for GPUs? Let's just find out what your ROI could look like. Alright, welcome everyone, Rabid here, and here we are. Nvidia is warning the great GPU shortage will continue throughout 2021. So yeah, we've also heard down the grapevine that it could actually be to like 2022, possibly a little into 2023. They are revamping some factories, making some more to help with the silicon shortage, but those won't be operational at 100% for at least 1 or 2 years down the road. So those don't even apply to us at this present moment in time. None of that is in this article, but I also find it interesting that we don't see a lot of AMD portraying this. So maybe a lot of this has to do with Nvidia just messing up right from the get-go. If you saw one of Linus's actual videos, he said that Nvidia, based on its past years of numbers, everything was in a downturn when it came to crypto mining and everything, that they just ordered their silicon based on that, their averages. And then what's it called? I guess COVID came in. The world demanded more GPUs, and all of a sudden we hit the rise of Bitcoin. We have all-time highs rising through here. So everybody was trying to get cars and lots of them. So that comes into play, and Nvidia just didn't order enough chips. And now they're at the very tail end of that order. So they're kind of, trying to scrape up everything they can and put it all together. While places like Apple, who always have cell phones and they always make a whole bunch, they ordered everything ahead of time. So they never actually had a shortage when it came to this. But Nvidia just didn't order enough. But for the most part, you see their PR always going hard and strong. So here we are to see what Nvidia is telling us for our actual shortage here. So if you were hoping to pick up a new RTX 30 series GPU in the coming months, Nvidia is warning about supply shortages for the rest of 2021. So they expect demand to continue exceed supply for much of this year, says their CFO. That means the difficulties of finding a new 30 series GPU will likely continue possibly into 2022 and even into possibly 2023. As I mentioned earlier, those factories will not be up and running. Now, Nvidia previously warned that supplies would likely remain lean through its fiscal Q1, and now we're approaching that milestone, end of April. It's clear that supply hasn't improved significantly to meet demand. So TSMC and Intel are also both warning that chip supply issues could last through 2022. We know all this. The global chip shortage has forced some car manufacturers to scale back production, and consumers have found it near impossible to find new graphics cards, CPUs, PS5s, and Xboxes. Most of this blame is all due to scalpers. You can easily find this stuff, but most of us will not actually pay those prices. So I think a big factor in all of this is bots and scalpers. Of course, there's also other factors, but anyway. Nvidia does note that despite the issues, supply should still increase as 2021 progresses. We will still see supply continue to increase throughout this quarter as well as throughout the year, says Kress. Regardless, it is still going to be difficult to find a GPU when you have to compete with fellow gamers, crypto miners, and scalpers that are pushing the real prices of GPUs way out of control. Now, these can be eliminated, and everything is key focused here. Scalpers are what pushing these prices up. Okay, so now, are you guys actually purchasing GPUs at insane prices? I know maybe a lot of people are and they don't want to admit it, but seriously, I want to know. Let me know in the comments if you guys have bought insanely priced GPUs for mining, for gaming, for whatever. It doesn't matter. Are you paying these prices? Because, wow. I don't really know if people are paying these and they're just listed for these, because like I said in my live stream the other day, that a lot of people have these posted up here, and then when I message them, they've been there for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, so a month. And I ask them so will you take this amount of money or whatever, drop it down obviously. And they're like, no, I have an offer for this. I'm like, well, if you have all these offers, why are they still listed? Why aren't they sold? I seen another guy, his ad said sold, and he still had it listed for 2 weeks. So I messaged him and he's like, oh, well, I got some more. So I'm like, well, why don't you take the sold sign off? There's a lot of sketchy things going on out there. I don't really know if these people are actually selling them for these prices, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys actually think is going on, because it is quite interesting. Anyway, if we were actually to build a rig, so I don't know, what's the cheapest one we can find here? Here's a 1025 3060 Eagle. Here's $4,500. You're insane. $14.95. So this is the cheapest one right here. Oh, it's on bids, so it has 27 bids supposedly at $1,000, over $1,000. 4 days left, so that'll probably get hyped up. Everything does in the last 1 hour. So I guess we'll just shoot with a 1350 here. So here we have a 3060 Ti for $1,350. So we're not even gonna count the other prices because motherboards are up to like $300-400 now for what is an H110 BTC Pro Plus, and I could bought them for like $30 4 or 5 months ago. The B250 mining experts, they're up to like 6, 7. Let's just have a look actually. B250 mining expert, where are you? So B250 mining expert, we are hitting them at the 660, 674, 675. Look at that. Oh, here's one for 308. Great. That almost looks like a deal, but it's not. 450, like I said. So I got 2 of these motherboards for $30 each with a CPU and with RAM. So wow, that's insane. And these just come only with the CPU. And this is eBay, so this might only be the box. So you really got to watch what you're looking for. So insane. So anyway, we're going to go back to that GPU. Okay, so here we are. We're back at that GPU. It's $1,350. So to make a little rig, you need 6 of these. So let's just times that by 6 and see what we're even looking at. 1350 times 6, that's $8,100. Wow. All right, so let's just pop that into what to mine and see exactly what our ROI could be. So we're just gonna double up. So $8,100. I'm gonna need another calculator here. Find that right quick. So $8,100, we got 6. So those do about 61.8 mega hash on efficient type of settings. A lot of people like to overclock the crap out of these and waste more money and whatever else on power. So I'm just going to go with the 61.8 that I do. They do about 136 watts each, but we're going to take a look at that. So we're doing 370 mega hash. The reason I do that is because what to mine slightly has your mega hash down a little bit. So where's our 3060 Ti? Right there. I just see 58. So our number is 370.8. So 370.8. Now we're going to look at our power here. So we're going to go about 136 watts times 6. So we're doing about 816 watts here. So 816 on Ethereum. So there we are. We're pulling about $38.55 USD before our after power. It's $40 without if you had free power. So $38.55. Now let's just pop that in. Remember, $38.55. What was our price? $8,100. So we're going $8,100. We're going to divide that by our, what was our number again? $38.55. And what are we going to come up with? So we have an ROI of 210 days. So under a year. So that's kind of interesting. That's a price to stay. We have 1559 coming up. So 210 days is about 2/3 of a year. And we have 1559 in a couple months. So that's going to drop our profits by like 50%. Let me tell you something. Actually, what is one card doing right now? We'll do the 68.1 or yeah, 61.8 mega hash again to 130 watts. And did I do that wrong? Did I put in the, no, I think that's right because I clicked it. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. So we're doing 644 a day. That's not too bad. Ethereum fees are up, but wow, 210 days. And this could easily in 2 months swap from 210 days to like 420 days. If we hit a crypto crash, this could turn into 2 or 3 years. So we have no idea what's going on, but I would definitely not pay that. Now, that's $8,100, remember, just for the GPUs. Now, like I said, motherboards, like, they're what? 650, we saw the B250. There's $8,750. That adds on to your ROI. It's just insane what people are paying for these things now. So I am really curious. Are people actually paying this and building rigs today with those type of pricing? Let me know below, please. Okay, so we came across that. It is insane prices. But what's going to happen come Ethereum 2.0? Now, this is just a quick little glimpse. Now, I'm going to go into this with more detail in a different video, but I want to show you guys something. And it's kind of a reason why I am actually starting to build CPU mining rigs over GPU mining rigs. I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's a dumb idea or whatever. Let's just have a look at some. So this is a 3060 Ti. We're going to go to ravencoin because Ethereum is out of it. This is the next coin up there. So I'm just going to take this number. We're going to copy this, right? So this is our current difficulty with a block reward of 5,000, and we're making $3.71 off 27 mega hash on a 3060 Ti. So what's going to happen at Ethereum 2.0? And this is just a little bit looking at it. We're not even looking at it that much. I can't paste into here, so that sucks. We're going to have to do it individually. So we're going to go 130, 529. So 130, 529. Now, we're going to get a mass influx of hash rate. So I'm going to go times 5 on this for the difficulty going up. But when this actually plays through, we could be at like times 10, 15. It might even be like times 40 or 50. Like, I am not lying. So we're just going to look at times 5 right now. So this is our new difficulty level with 5 times the hash rate coming in. And we're going to see what kind of profits we're going to have today if that actually happens. So calculate that difficulty. Remember, 5 times. 371, we are down to 38 cents profit, and that's only with a 5 times difficulty increase. And when Ethereum 2.0 comes in, it's going to be higher than that, trust me. So that's insane. So that's 38 cents. So now that I look at CPU mining, it might be a little more profitable than you're thinking. Now let's take a look at Monero Ocean here, which I do mine on my CPU. When Ethereum 2.0 comes in, we don't know. But if crypto keeps going up, here we go. So this is going, I'm making $2.46 a day. So I'm making way more on my CPU now than I will be on Raven come Ethereum 2.0 if that hash rate hits. And obviously we know it will. This was only a times 5 difficulty increase. We're going to get hit with way more than that coming from Ethereum. So it's just going to be an insane amount of hash rate, depending who doesn't sell. But yeah, we're down to 38 cents. All right, so yeah, I guess that pretty much sums up this video. That is pretty insane, that number we just pulled off on ravencoin. So I'm going to look into this a little bit more. And actually, we'll look at some of these other coins too, like Conflux and everything, and see exactly what things could look like when that hash rate moves over. Because there's 499.3 terahash. Of course, that's ETH hash, a lot more mega hash than say Raven, 27 versus 62 and stuff like that. But there's just going to be a mass, let's say 200 terahash, depending, is on other coins, and that floods over. Like, that is way over 5 times of what 9.18 terahash is. So we're going to see a massive flood here, and profits are going to drop. So all these other coins need a huge price increase if we're going to see any type of profits on GPU mining in the future, or we just need a massive coin. But I'm going to look into the after effects of a possible Ethereum 2.0 doomsday in a future video, probably, hopefully, maybe sometime this week. So stay tuned for that. Let me know your thoughts on all this, because that number that just shot out kind of blew my mind. I knew it was going to be a hard hit, but if it hits that bad, and if that's accurate, it's going to be a lot worse than what I just showed you. 5 times is nothing compared to what we're actually going to see. So CPU mining does definitely look like a good way to go for future proof. And if you notice how GPU mining, actually the prices and everything shoot around with the graphics cards and shortages, now may be a good time to buy them CPUs, because you don't want them to be out of stock when the time comes. Anyway, that's just my big fat 2 cents on that. So a lot of people still hate CPU mining, but who knows what the future could hold for us all. But please hit that subscribe button, guys. So like I said, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Rabid out.